Good day everyone. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Eva Rahmawati. I'm a lecturer at Department of Forest Resource Conservation and Ecotourism, Faculty of Forestry, IPB University. In this opportunity, I want to share my research with title Factors Influence Rural Community Involvement in Tourism Development in Indonesia. As we all might know, that community involvement is an important factor in achieving sustainable tourism development. By involved in the development process, hopefully, the community will have their say regarding the kind of the development they want to conduct in their area. They will also could design the impact they want to get from the tourism development. However, literature has noted that many factors could limit community involvement. One of the recognized factors in the literature is the top-down approach in the planning or in the decision-making process in the development, which often apparent in the developing country context. Therefore, the limitation of top-down approach led to the emergence of a bottom-up approach. This approach, the bottom-up approach, is expected could enhance community involvement in the tourism development. The main purpose of this study is to get empirical evidence that the bottom-up approach is really could enhance community involvement in tourism development. This study also aims to identify the factors that could influence community involvement in the rural community. To prove those approach theory, which is that the bottom-up approach will give more opportunity for community to involve than the top-down approach, the study was conducted at two villages that has different approach in the tourism planning or decision-making process in the tourism development. The first village is the Perkebunan Bukit Lawang with its top-down approach, and the second one is Namo Sialang, or mostly people known Tangkahan. Both villages is located in the North Sumatra in Medan, and Tangkahan or Namo Sialang is famous with its bottom-up approach. The method used in this study is a case study and a mixed method approach, such as household survey and participatory observation. As you can see on the slide, the result from this research is quite surprising. In the decision-making process in the tourism development, the village with the bottom-up approach has fewer respondents who involved in the process than the village with the top-down approach. Those who involve in the decision-making process, mostly men, which is not surprising. It's a common phenomenon in the most area. A certain ethnic group, in this case is Karones, and those who live closer to the tourism center. The study indicates several limiting factors such as community culture, which is norm and value, that limit certain community group, which is the women and other ethnic group, to involve in the process. Both villages are located in Medan, North Sumatra, where Karones is become the indigenous people and make the Javanese as an outsider. This value furthermore limit Javanese to involve in the decision-making process. Another factor that rarely discussed in the literature is the geographical factor, in this case is peripherality. Both villages divide into several hamlets, and the distance from the tourism center range from 0 to 13 km. This condition makes certain hamlets become peripheral area, and those who stay in the peripheral has limited opportunity to involve since they have less access to the tourism resource. The study also indicates that enabling factor for community involvement is education. Education related to the information and knowledge, which is widely known as the important factor in improving community involvement in tourism development. Similar with the result of involvement in the decision-making process, the respondent who involved in tourism industry in the village with the top-down approach is also higher than the village with the bottom-up approach. The factors that could enhance or limit the involvement are also similar. However, for the involvement in tourism industry, relationship or kinship also play important role in providing the opportunity to involve. Those who has husband or friend in the tourism area, they can get more opportunity to involve in the tourism industry than those respondent who doesn't have friend or close relative in the area. From the result in the previous slide, we can see that education and networking are few factors that could enhance community involvement in tourism development. Education could give people more knowledge and information so they can get more opportunity to involve. While for networking, it could also give people more access to tourism resources such as access to the information. For example, people who has friends in the tourism center could get more information related tourism job than those who do not have friends in the area. The study result shown several factors that could limit community involvement. For example, the culture, it could limit women opportunity to involve, and the culture also limit other ethnic groups to involve, in this case the Javanese. For information, since knowledge and information play a greater role in giving opportunity to involve, therefore the asymmetric distribution could limit certain people to involve in the tourism development. For lack of capital, it's a common phenomenon that rural people has less capital than urban people, which furthermore influence the opportunity to build tourism industry. For lack of supporting regulation, since the government do not have a formal regulation related to the involvement, it causes the community to create their own, which is sometimes limit other members to involve, which furthermore, this condition could form an elite domination in the area. An interesting finding is that geographical factor, in this case is peripherality, could also affect community to involve in the development. Those villagers who stay far from the tourism center usually do not have the same opportunity to involve in tourism development than those who live near the tourism center. Finally, to conclude, this research gives empirical evidence that the bottom-up approach actually could not achieve the expected result. Many factors related to the community context, such as the community culture and the elite domination, that should be considered when we want to apply the approach. Okay, this is my last slide, which is this thank you slide. If any one of you want to ask question, you can ring me in this number or just send me email. Thank you.